Hello friends, and welcome back to another virtual story time with Miss Liz. Today is the first day of Banned Books Week. So, to celebrate, I'll be reading you books that have been challenged or banned in libraries and schools throughout the country. Now, first, let's talk about Banned Books Week. What does it mean to ban a book? It might mean that a school or library decides that they're not going to carry the book in their collection. That means nobody's able to check it out because they don't have the book at all. Or it could mean that the book is put in a special section, or only people of a certain age are able to read it. And it could mean other things too in different places. Now, why would people want to ban a book? Good question. Usually, it's because they don't agree with what the book contains. They might not like the characters in the book for who they are. They might not like what happens in the book, or they might not like the message or the theme of the book. Now, I believe that it shouldn't be up to certain people to decide what everyone else gets to read. I think it's important that each person and family gets to decide for themselves what they want to read. If you like a book, you can read it. If you don't like a book, you can choose to pick something else instead. Anyway, let's get on to story time, shall we? Today's banned book, of course, not banned in Philadelphia because I have it on the shelf with all the rest of the picture books, is Morris, Mickelwhite, and the Tangerine Dress. This book is written by Christine Baldacchino and illustrated by Isabelle Malenfant. This book has been banned and challenged because it has themes of acceptance of gender and gender expression. You'll see what I mean as we read the book. Morris, Mickelwhite, and the Tangerine Dress by Christine Baldacchino and illustrated by Isabelle Malenfant. Morris Mickelwhite has a mother named Moira and a cat named Moo. Morris likes Sundays because his mother makes him pancakes on Sundays. Looks like Morris is also reading a book about animals and playing with some animal toys. That looks fun. Mondays are great too because on Mondays, Morris goes to school. Morris likes lots of things about school. He likes to paint. He likes to do puzzles. He likes the apple juice at snack time and singing the loudest during circle time. Most of all, Morris likes the dress up center and the tangerine dress. Morris likes the color of the dress. It reminds him of tigers, the sun, and his mother's hair. He likes the noise the dress makes too. Swish, swish, swish when he walks. And crinkle, crinkle, crinkle when he sits down. He takes turns wearing all the different shoes, but his most favorite ones go click, click, click across the floor. Sometimes the boys make fun of Morris. Sometimes the girls do too. Morris pretends he can't hear their words over the swish, swish, swishes, the crinkle, crinkle, crinkles, and the click, click, clicks he makes when he walks. Morris pretends he can't hear their words, but he can. You see what's happening here? Morris is getting teased by the other kids because he likes to wear the tangerine dress and the clicky heels from the dress-up corner. On Monday, Becky tried to pull the dress right off his back. "You can't wear it," she says. "You're a boy." Now let's think about that. If you're a boy, does it mean you can't wear a dress? I don't think so. I think boys and girls can wear whatever they choose to wear. I think Becky has a little bit of learning to do. On Tuesday, Eli, Henry, and the other boys wouldn't let Morris ride on their spaceship unless he took the dress off. Astronauts don't wear dresses, they say. Now Morris is being left out of games with friends. Well, maybe these boys aren't being such great friends right now, but they're leaving him out because he's wearing his favorite dress. On Wednesday, Bea and Lila noticed Morris's fingernails. His mother had painted them for him the night before. They chased him around the playground shouting, "Pinky fingers, pinky fingers." If you look close at the picture, you can see Morris's nails. I think they look awesome. I think that Bea and Lila are being mean. Then, on Thursday, the boys wouldn't sit near Morris at the snack table. "We don't want you to turn us into girls," they say. Well, that is very hurtful, isn't it? The boys are saying they don't want Morris to turn them into girls because he likes to wear a dress, and they think that is a girly thing. You know what I think? I think that all of us know exactly who we are deep inside, and nothing anyone else says or does can really change who we truly are. I think these boys are being unkind, and Morris is having to hear all of these things all day in school. How do you think he's feeling about this all? On Friday, Morris pretended he had a tummy ache. When he thought of all the kids in his class and all the mean things they did and said, his tummy ached for real. His mother let him stay in bed and read books about elephants. Moo sat in his lap. Moo liked elephants too. On Saturday, Morris's mother brought him some apple juice. As he took a sip, she stroked his hair and Moo purred loudly. Morris suddenly felt well enough to do a puzzle. He hummed to himself, and he felt better still. Isn't it nice to have people that care about you, giving you the things that make you feel good and supporting you? No wonder Morris feels better. His mom is loving and understanding of him just the way he is. Unlike Morris's classmates, I don't think his mom wants him to change. On Sunday, Morris crawled out from under the covers after a wonderful dream about being on a space safari with Moo. In the dream, they saw big blue elephants and tigers, the color of the sun that Morris could hold in the palm of his hand. The elephants swish, swish, swished as they moved through the grass, and the tigers ate giant leaves that crinkle, crinkle, crinkled as their tiny teeth chewed them. The buttons on the spaceship clink, clink, clinked under Morris's fingers. These were the sounds that he heard when he wore the tangerine dress. The swish, 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 the crinkle, 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 and the click, click, click. Morris wanted to share all the amazing things he had seen. He took out his brushes, put on his smock, and began to paint using every color he could imagine. He showed his painting to his mother when it was done. He pointed out the big blue elephant, the tiny tiger the color of the sun, the tall grass, and the giant leaves. He pointed out Moo in his tiny, shiny, round space helmet. "And who's that?" his mother asked, pointing at the little boy in the tangerine dress, riding atop the big blue elephant. Morris was hoping she'd ask. "That's me," he said. On Monday, Morris went to school with his painting rolled up in his backpack. When he had the chance, he put on the dress that reminded him of tigers and the sun and his mother's hair. Morris swish, swish, swished. The tangerine dress went crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. His shoes click, click, clicked. And Morris felt wonderful. Eli and Henry wouldn't let him on their spaceship, so Morris built his own. He hung the painting in front of it and climbed in, ready to take off. "Are there really elephants in space?" Eli asked. "And tigers?" "If you follow me, we can find out," Morris offered. Eli and Henry followed Morris to a planet they had never visited before. As they explored, Morris swish, swish, swished. The tangerine dress crinkle, crinkle, crinkled, and his shoes click, click, clicked. By the time they returned to Earth, Eli and Henry had decided that it didn't matter if astronauts wore dresses or not. The best astronauts were the ones who knew where all the good adventures were hiding. Morris smiled. He already knew that. When snack time was over, Becky demanded the dress. Morris told her she could have it when he was done with it. "Boys don't wear dresses," Becky snipped. Morris smiled as he swished, crinkled, and clicked back to his spaceship. "This boy does," he said. And that, my friends, is the end of the book. What did you think? I enjoyed this story. Well, I didn't really enjoy the way that Morris was teased by his classmates for being how he wanted to be, by wearing the dress and the clicking heels. Some people say that those things are not for boys, those are girl things, but I don't think that's true. I think clothing can be anybody's thing, no matter what it looks like. And it goes beyond clothing as well. When you see something that makes you wonder, something that seems a little bit different, maybe a little bit strange or unusual, something that you're not used to or maybe haven't seen before, I want to challenge you to stop and think about it. Sometimes understanding things a bit better makes them less strange, less unusual. Just like Morris, when he took his friends at school on a trip to space, he helped them understand that just because he's wearing a dress, it doesn't mean he can't be fun and a good friend. I hope you'll remember this book as you go on with your day. Thank you all so much for reading with me, and I will see you next time for more great books. Thanks for watching.